Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading all about the person on your mind and your connection to each other. Today's reading is going to be some tea, you guys, because we are going to be discussing the gossip. What does this person have to say about you when you are not around? What do they tell other people about you when they know you can't hear what is said behind closed doors? Now, I didn't ask for any particular person they may be communicating with. This could just be taken as general. At the end of the day, listen to your intuition. This could be what they say to their friends about you or family, co-workers, even strangers. Take it as it resonates with you and feels right within you. And as always, remember this is a collective reading, so only take the messages that truly resonate and leave behind any that do not. At the end of the day, listen to your gut here. So in today's reading, we are going to be doing both positive gossip as well as negative gossip, I guess I could say. I didn't really intend on pulling it like this, but it just so happened to kind of come out this way. So I think it's really important that I talk about both sides of the coin. This is essentially what your person has to say, both the good and the bad, and we're going to unpack that in great detail in today's reading. We're getting started with some oracle cards, and then after that, I'll dive even deeper using the tarot. I'm also going to be getting some channeled messages out from this person to you to see what they would like to say to you, if they could be totally open and honest without holding anything back, no holds barred. And then as always, I'll pull some tiles and charms for extra messages, confirmation, and insight, and end today's reading with a brief message just for you to help you recenter and bring your energy, focus, and attention back inwards towards yourself. So I am super excited for today's reading. Over here on the left, we have the representation of your light side that your person sees. And then over here on the right, we have your shadow side. So essentially the good things they have to say about you versus the negative things they may have to say about you. Now, the reason it's laid out as such is because I pulled these first two cards. Then I went to start pulling my archetype cards. Both of them are different archetype decks. And then I had both of these two come out as a pair. So the message I initially received was, these are the light attributes. These are the shadows, and the universe really wants me to talk about the shadow side that they have to say about you as well. So I pulled a confirmation of what the shadows are, got this card, and then likewise I did the same over here, pulled a confirmation card for these two. So I hope that makes sense. So, well, I wish I were there with you in person so I could ask you if you want the good news or the bad news first, because everybody has different opinions. Side note, share with the collective down below. Are you the type of person that likes to hear the good news first or the bad news first? Share with us down below in the collective, because I'm genuinely curious. Everybody is so different. Personally, I like to get the bad news over with first, and then I like the good news, so I have something to look forward to after the bad. Unless my gut is like, oh no, I need something to boost my mood first before I hear the bad news. But anyway, let's start with the shadows first. We're gonna go that route. So over here, representing the negative things they have to say about you, we have the shadow and the mask. And then to confirm that, I got the judge. And this is all such a synchronistic message. So is this, but I'll get to that later. So your person views you as somebody who has, I don't want to say you have a split personality, because I don't think it's as extreme as that. But what they tell people about you when they're kind of gossiping or venting to others is that there's two polarizing sides of you that come out. On the one hand, you can be incredibly warm and nurturing, bright, and such a light and a joy in their life. But on the other hand, I think sometimes you get a little bit cold or borderline, you're mysterious mysterious to this person. So it's very interesting because there's not much middle ground here or gray area. I think your person kind of vents out to other people that sometimes like you go totally cold on them, or they have trouble connecting with you. So it's like half of the time you're bright, you're warm, you're inviting, and this person feels like they're getting a really good read on you. They might have a strong intuitive connection to you, like they feel like they just get you, but then it's almost like sometimes they hit a brick wall and then they kind of start getting their wheels going. They might get suspicious of you. They find you to be mysterious, or it could even be that like a darker side of your shadow comes out sometimes and it throws your person off because it's very different than what they see most of the time with you. And so when it comes to like the negative things that your person has to say about you, I guess it's mostly focused on being confused by you. Maybe sometimes they even like go and talk to people that they know to get their opinion because maybe you just went cold out of nowhere, or from their perception, maybe something shifted in your energy and they don't know why. So they might reach out to people that they know to try to get their input. Like, do you know what's going on here? Or what do you think is really up with my person? That type of energy. So as of right now, knock on wood, I wouldn't say that they have a whole lot of negative things to say about you. Mostly if they vent out negatively, it's involving them feeling confused or wanting reassurance about what other people think about the situation. Now, the positive things they have to say about you, you got the teacher and the mother, and then to confirm it, you got the advocate. So we have the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom, as well as nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. And we also have the advocate, inspires you to put compassion into action, to confirm both of these two energies. So like I said earlier, they love telling people how absolutely nurturing and beautiful of a person you are inside and out. For the most part, they find you to be very caring, giving, nurturing, and intelligent, and they kind of brag about you to people from what it seems like. They feel like you're in their corner, you're by their side, and you're just such a compassionate person that not only embodies that energy and just like radiates it, but you also put that energy to action. So maybe you've really had this person's back when they've needed you the most, and they love telling other people about that, how, you know, they needed a helping hand with this or that or the other, and you were right there by their side the whole time. Like you jumped straight into action to have their back, or to even just show them compassion and provide them with unconditional love when they really needed it the most. So like I said, they don't seem to have a whole lot of negative things to say about you as of right now, knock on wood. The only thing is that they get confused by you sometimes because normally you're such a warm, nurturing, loving person that if you ever go cold, even for like a second, they get genuinely confused and they're like, okay, what happened here? And they might be reaching out to other people to try to get their input or understand what went wrong or what happened. To like try to understand it better. But for the most part, they have a lot of good things to say about you. They feel like you're a really good ally of theirs and you're somebody they definitely love having in their corner. And they are very vocal about that when they talk about you with others. So let's hop into the tarot next to see what else they like to say about you when you're not around. What else do they have to say here? I'm going to get started with the Light Seers Tarot and take it from there, you guys. So, okay, there's that King of Swords energy. I'm really not shocked that that came out again. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe you know. Again, remember, this is also your person's perspective, so this doesn't have to be completely accurate. This is coming from their point of view, if you were in their shoes. But again, we have this like cold energy they pick up on sometimes. Where normally you're very warm, you're very inviting, but sometimes maybe you go cold or stoic on them or like withdraw your emotions from them. And that's something they do talk about, just so you know if that's the case. But like I said, for the most part, they're very happy. They have a lot of good things to say about you. It's just sometimes they feel like a harsher or colder side comes out in you. And then they're genuinely confused because it goes against like your typical nature, okay? Maybe it's when you're tired or hangry. That could be it too. For some reason, hangry came out with this card with the Four of Swords. Like maybe sometimes, like if you're not a morning person or you haven't gotten enough sleep the night before, you haven't like recharged enough or rested your body or eaten properly, maybe sometimes you do have a tendency from their perspective to get a little bit grumpy or cold, or your more bubbly, warm side goes away until you've had time to recharge. So that could be another thing that they talk about with other people, is that like you really need your sleep, or you really like need your downtime to recharge to come into the connection with your best energy. So especially if that sounds like you, like if you have a tendency to reach burnout really quickly and need to recharge your batteries quite often, that's for sure something your person's picked up on and they chat with other people about. It could just be that, again, you have a very strong energy in general. So whether you're in a good mood or a bad mood, your person feels that intensely. Okay, it's very intense for your person. You're very intense to your person, okay? Let's get a couple more cards out. Okay, another thing, I think your person, this was a side message, so we're going to talk about that and then hop back down. I think at least at some point in time, your person has been afraid of commitment. That could be with you specifically, or maybe that's just a fear that they've had for a long time in general. Like this could be a classic F-boy, F-girl player type, but they feel differently about you. Another thing they've definitely talked about, and I'm going to be straight up with you, is fear of commitment or fear of being locked down. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that they don't still want commitment with you, or they don't value commitment if you're already there with each other, but there has been a point in time where they were afraid of that and they were talking about that with other people. Because remember, the whole focus of this reading is what they have talked about behind your back, like behind closed doors with other people. And there has been at least one point in time where they were genuinely afraid of being locked down, so to speak, or giving you a deeper love offer. And they were talking about it with other people in their life, maybe to get their opinions, or to like ease their stress or ease their worries, to see if it was like all in their head or if these concerns were valid or not, basically. So that's very interesting. Maybe they were stressing out, or maybe they felt like they should be giving you more commitment than they were. And they were like, is this me just being afraid? Do I need to get over these fears? They were definitely at some point in time, they've had a conversation with someone, at least one person in their life, about what to do about the commitment aspect of this connection, to get their input, to get their point of view out there, so that they didn't feel like they had to make the decision like all on their own. They really valued external input there, because again, remember, this person really values you. And with the Nine of Cups, we have this energy of wishes being granted. It's like you're not lacking anything. Basically, in a lot of ways, you check all this person's boxes, like you fit their ideal type. You're the type of person that they've always wanted to be with. But again, something about commitment at some point in time was really scaring them. So they needed to like talk to other people about that to get their input here. And I'm feeling called to pull some more cards as well to keep chatting about this. So I'm going to set these to the side and I'm going to pull a few more cards. So give me a moment here, and then after that, we'll get into the channeled messages. So give me a moment, if you will. Okay, what else does this person have to say about the viewer? Woo! Woohoo! Okay, hold up a second. This card, like, coming out just inspired me for something, okay? So hold on a second here. I'm going to do an extended, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I'm going to do an extended for today's reading where we're going to see what these people have to say back to your person. So this reading is all about what they say about you to other people. If you want to know what these other people have said back to them about you, Join us for the extended. I'm excited for that, you guys. That's going to be some more tea. A link to that will be down below in the description box and the pinned comment, or you can find it straight over on Patreon. If you're joining us over there, you'll also get access to over 170 other exclusive and extended videos. So there's definitely a lot. I'm excited. So hold on a second. Oh. And while I am continuing to shuffle, I feel as though I might as well mention, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would help support my work and my channel by liking the video. You can also subscribe if you are interested in doing so. We'd love to have you join our Awakened Soul community. I also have a merch shop with Awakened Soul shirts and mugs and sweatshirts, as well as angel number shirts and other cool designs. So if you're interested in shopping for gifts for yourself or others, I invite you to check that out as well. That information will be down below in the description box also. So there we go. Yeah. Whew, okay. Yeah, this is maybe present for some of you out there, but I'm also feeling called to say this could have happened in the past, okay? So for some of you, this is something that they've recently said about you. For others of you, this is something that happened in the past, okay? So listen to your gut here with this one. We have the Moon, the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, Eight of Cups, 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands, lots of cups energy. Look at all of this water energy, because even the Moon is Pisces and Cancer. We have Scorpio here, but look at all this water energy and then just a teeny tiny little bit of fire at the end. I think this person vents out their emotions a lot. When they talk about you to other people, it's mostly about their emotions towards you. Because water rules the intuition and emotional sector, so to speak. So they vent a lot about their feelings with other people. There was definitely a point in time where your person was like maybe considering walking away from you or walking away from this connection because they were afraid of commitment, okay? So that's either currently happening or it's happened in the past. But they definitely are wanting to be with you. I can see that for sure, because the Two of Cups and the 10 of Cups is like definitely wanting to be in union and have like a healthy, happy relationship with you. But the Eight of Cups is walking away. We have secrets and instability here. Maybe kind of pondering things. Like if you look at this card, it almost looks like the King of Cups is pondering what to do next based on emotions. What are the next steps forward? So there was definitely at least one important conversation your person has had with other people involving what to do about this connection with you. Should they stay? Should they go? They feel really happy with you, but maybe they're not ready for commitment yet. That's definitely a conversation that they've had at least one other time with other people in their life. So just getting that out there in case you weren't aware. Let's get out a couple channeled messages from your person to you now. So let's see what they would honestly say to you. Like if they could say anything without holding back, what would they say to you? Like from their deepest heart, I guess we can say. Their deepest depths. We have chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Yeah, this person feels super pulled into you and your energy, and it kind of throws them off a little bit. Again, there's something very different about the way this connection feels. If this person was a player in the past, they could have definitely like never wanted to commit to someone. They were like adamantly, I'm going to stay single or have casual relationships and hookups. And then something about this connection made them start thinking differently because they felt different about you than they felt for other people. Okay. We also have guilty, the pain. I feel the pain from the damage I've caused. And then right as I was reading that, this came out in my hand, holding back. I should have expressed myself better. So maybe your person almost like was gossiping quite a bit about you. And now they're realizing that could have been really immature, that maybe they should have just gone to you directly with their thoughts and feelings instead of gossiping about you, because they may have damaged your connection by doing that, or like shattered the way people in their life view you. or something like that. You know what I mean? Like if your person was gossiping or something like that, maybe they made people in their life think differently about you. And now they're like, oh no, maybe I was immature. Maybe I should have just like directly talked to you about what was going on with me instead of venting so much to other people or talking to other people about private business. Or maybe they literally did something that they know hurts you and they feel guilty about that. It doesn't necessarily have to involve other people. Okay. We also have values. We have too many differences. Maybe money was a struggle or is a struggle and they think about that. Maybe the two of you prioritize saving versus spending differently or something. We also have self-love. I'm still trying to heal. So your person, especially when it comes to their view of the self, is healing that. That's something they know they need to work on. Maybe they have confidence issues or issues with their self-esteem or something. Maybe even their financial stability and health is something they're trying to prioritize. Your eyes enchant me. You impress me so much. I've been praying about us. Trust me. I'm trying to stabilize my life right now. Yeah, so maybe your person realizes that they projected some stuff onto you unfairly or unjustly, and they're now trying to like take accountability for their work that they need to do. Maybe even trying to rebuild your trust, or they're hoping they can rebuild your trust going forward in the future. They really do want you to trust them, and they also want to be able to trust you. So that is what I am getting here. What I'm going to do next is some tiles and charms before I get ready to give you out your personal messages and hop into the extended, which I'm super excited for. So, all right, let's get tiles and charms out next. This might get a little bit loud, so if you're noise sensitive, you're welcome to like turn the volume down or mute the video just until I lay out all this stuff. Okay, I'll get a couple more. The I fell out separately, by the way, so somebody's name could definitely start with an I. I heard Isabella, so somebody's name could be Isabel or Isabella. Okay. All right, so we have ILGDUZUA Q. I'm also seeing the word quill or Gil. Somebody's name could be Gil or maybe even Guild. And I think that's all I'm seeing. Okay. Ooh, do you see how the hearts kind of like fell like that? It almost looks like a yin yang with hearts. What's this color? It's red. Okay. So white hearts and red hearts. Like to me, that's talking about true love, pure love, as well as like warm, burning, passionate love. And then look at that. We have two crosses. I didn't even notice that. We had two hearts and two crosses coming out. I think you and your person are kind of like two sides of the same coin, or you're a lot more alike than not, I guess you could say. You and your person are probably very similar, but very different. This could be a divine counterpart situation for some of you watching. Have to throw that out there because of how mirrored things are. Very, very interesting. Okay. Anyway, let's get out a couple of personal messages for you now. If you needed a little bit more time to look at the tiles or the charms to see what words or initials came out for you, you can always rewind and pause the video if you like. I am going to get your personal message out and then hop into the extended. So, all right. So message number one, you got this feather. It belongs to the finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. And then your affirmation of the day, I invite you to affirm with me. You can do so by reading it out loud or commenting it below. It is, today I feel good. Today I know deep down that I look good, feel good, and am a good person. Beautiful. I am going to leave your reading here and hop straight into the extended. If you are leaving me here, I want to give you a big thank you so much for your support of the channel and for being here today. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. If you are joining for the extended, a link will be below in the pinned comment and or the description box, and I would love to see you over there. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye for now.